Sci-Fi Channel.
Sci-Fi Channel.
We've come to a Doctor Who convention in Van Nuys, California, to talk with devoted fans of British science fiction. They went through 7 actors in the role of Doctor Who, an eccentric Time Lord who journeyed across time and space in a police telephone box.
You mean you can't control this machine?
Well, of course I can control it. 9 times out of 10? Well, 7 times out of 10.
Quite unlike, say, a Captain Kirk or Picard, the Doctor was usually at odds with any current establishment. From the very beginning, he was a dissident, out of favor with the other Time Lords, and on the run. Perhaps that explains why this children's show attracted an adult following.
I'm not exactly breaking the laws of time, but I am bending them a little.
Never did bother much about rules, as I remember.
Back at the Doctor Who convention in Van Nuys, California, with some of the, well, the junkies of the genre here. Sorry to call you all junkies. You look fabulous. Who are you supposed to be now again?
An ice warrior.
An ice warrior? Okay.
From Mars.
How much do you know about British sci-fi?
Oh, what I know is from this convention in particular, and also from what I've actually seen on PBS stations.
Well, why are you a fan of it?
I love the humor. The humor is unique. It's not like American humor at all, and it comes through even when they're trying to be serious.
Yeah. How about you? Why do you like British sci-fi?
Well, I like British sci-fi. I actually like Doctor Who because he's a guy who wants to help out people and maybe is a bit of a klutz, but still gets his job done.
I'm a bit worried about the temporal flicker in Sector 13. There's a bicentennial refit of the TARDIS to book in. I must just pop over to Centauri 7 and then perhaps a quick holiday.
Hey, Buzzards, come here a second.
Now, I'm learning. So you two look very familiar. Where would I have known you?
Well, what do you mean, where do you know it? I am Sylvester McCoy, the 7th Doctor Who, and this is Sophie Aldred, my companion ace.
Hello, I'm
Pleasure. And, you know, if you watch your channel every now and again, you might see it.
Oh, man. Aren't you Mr. Smarty Pants?
Yes.
Are you surprised that a lot of Americans are really getting into this?
Well, no, not really, because, I mean, they have been getting into it now for quite a long time, for many years. I mean, what's wonderful is it's growing and growing. I mean, that's what's great. It became a small cult thing at the beginning, and it's now spreading joyfully across the States, which is great. It's not like doing any other television program, bizarrely. It's not like being a famous actor in a soap opera or even a famous film star. It has it's very akin to being like an ambassador. When you get the role, as an actor, suddenly you'd realize you've become an ambassador for the BBC or something like that, and you've got to mind your P's and Q's.
Look who's here. Terry Walsh. How you doing, Terry?
I'm okay, thank you.
You worked on how many Doctor Who's?
I don't know. More than anybody else, according to the people who keep records.
Yes, whoever they may be.
Whoever they may be.
But you did stunts. A lot of them.
Stunts and stunt coordination, yeah.
Yeah. What was the most dangerous or the most interesting that you ever did? What did they normally ask for or call for?
Well, they couldn't afford a lot because it was a very low-budget show. But I fell off cliffs and, you know, smashed things and fell down things, usually doubling John Pertwee, who's a friend of mine. And I wasn't a bad double for him. So we had a good time.
Hundreds of fans here at the Doctor Who Con were eager to find out about an exciting new Who project. Executive producer Philip Siegel thrilled them with the news of a Doctor Who TV movie. English actor Paul McGann, who appeared in Aliens, will play the 8th Doctor Who. If the television movie is a hit with viewers, can a new series be far behind? Who knows? I'm with John Levine now here at the Doctor Who convention, and fill me in on your background. I guess I messed up your name already, right?
Well, I'm now John Anthony Blake, which I changed my name 8 years ago, but we'll go into that some other time.
Good.
I was just one of those lucky actors that I was just a working actor in Britain, and suddenly the director, Douglas Camfield, who had done all the most prestigious Doctor Who's, he needed a secret agent guy in one of the episodes, and he'd seen me as an extra, and lo and behold, I ended up as Secret Agent Benton.
But you got the look.
Well,
you got the voice.
Well, yes. But in those days, remember back in the 70s, everything was fresh and new. There was no competition apart from Star Trek, and we were far better than Star Trek. And
everybody was watching, right?
Everybody watched, indeed. And then it spread across the world. And the one thing Sylvester and Sophie and all I love is we go across the world as emissaries for the show. That's why this Philip Siegel thing, it's so wonderful that somebody's picked it up, because, you know, he's back and it is about time.
Yeah.
It's...
How many... Tell me about what it was like. How many viewers would watch at a time?
Well, considering England only has about 30, 40 million people, we had between 18 and 20 million back in the 70s, when TV was much what you call more real and more new.
Right.
And it had real energy, because BBC, even though it was a public sort of broadcasting thing, they were the most original station almost in the world. And so that's how Doctor Who, it just built and built and built. And then, of course, they did the metamorphosis between the Doctors. And as a character like myself and Nicholas Courtney, to regenerate, if you like, with the new Doctors, was the phenomenal part of our time in Doctor Who. That's why it excites me. It excites me now, and I'm middle-aged. You know. No, I'm not middle-aged. I mean, I'm... No.
Yeah, right. It's okay to get excited.
Yes.
Time of change.
I wanted to make him different.
Time of uncertainty.
It's not a formula.
The timeless past of Doctor Who.
Make him straight and utterly believable. So different, so engaging.
Interpretations of a journey lasting over 3 decades.
What was the story about? Still don't know.
The creation.
It's good science fiction.
The vision.
I was all of them.
The Doctors. 30 years of time travel. Monday at 9 on the SciFi channel.